Hello everyone, Gaza Mutkash, and I welcome you all to this session on Query Project and Business Report. So guys, let's have a look at the agenda for this session. The agenda for this session includes writing the SQL queries slash views to clean the query project dataset, and then we shall be exporting the cleaned data as Excel slash CSV workbooks, right? So till the previous session, we have imported the data into SQL, and we have seen what are the, let's say, different issues, or what are the different malformed values that we have in the tables, right? So the next step over here is to proceed with the cleaning and the transforming part, based on which we can generate a report. So guys, let's switch to the SQL workbench. So guys, over here we are in the SQL workbench. So the 5 tables that we had for the query project were, this is our query project, right? So the first table is the courses table, where I'm having these columns: course ID, title, category, instructor ID, published date, and then the duration in hours. Next we have the instructors, where we have the instructor ID, the instructor name, the expertise, the email, the joined on, and the profile rating. Then we have the course content. So in the course content, we do have content ID, course ID, module number, title, duration in minutes, and then the content type, right? Then we have the student feedback, where I'm having the feedback ID, the course ID, the student ID, the rating, the review text, and the feedback date. Then I do have the video analytics. So in the video analytics, I'm having the content ID, the student ID, the watch duration, the total duration, completion percentage, and last watched. So guys, these are the tables that we have. So we'll be handling one table at a time. First of all, we'll be handling the courses table, right? So over here, I'll be cleaning the courses table. So basically, how are we going to clean? We are going to create a view that ends up generating a cleaned, let's say, table, right? So what were the issues identified in the course table? Let's handle them one at a time. So over here, these are the issues with the courses table, right? These are the potential issues with the courses table and more. All right. So as far as the courses table, these were the potential issues. Let's minimize this. So based on that, based on these, let's say, problems, these are the problems that we'll be handling, right? So these are the, let's say, problems in the table. Problems identified. There can be more. All right. So these are the common problems. Course ID has duplicate gibberish titles. So currently we will not be dealing with the gibberish titles. Then category column replacement is required, and format change for duration. So besides this, there are a lot of other things that will be changing. So in the courses table, right? See the title that we have over here. Okay. First of all, we'll be working with the courses table. So the category, we have to see category column replacement is required because multiple categories are duplicate with upper and lower case. Title, maybe we'll not be dealing with title. Instructor ID, published date, and the duration. So duration in hours needs to be handled, right? Couple of them are in hours, then few are in minutes. Then we have title duration like this as well. So let's clean the courses table. And in the, let's say, in the title, maybe we'll trim it. So over here, I'm writing the query create or replace view. Next, I'm writing clean courses, right? Because I'm supposed to clean the courses table over here. This is the view name. So view name is clean courses as, and then I'm writing the select query. So my select query includes the course ID. Yes, of course, we need to include the course ID. Irrespective of the duplicates, I'm using it. So currently there are 30 records, right? So maybe one or two of them are duplicates. Yes, course ID 5 is a duplicate, right? So over here we have the course ID, then I'm trimming replace title. So in the title, in case we have double extra space, I'm simply replacing it with single extra space, right, as the title. That's it. I've trimmed it so that let's say no additional space is present. Then in the case, let's say in the category, right, in the category, I'll show you what is the scenario with the category. So over here, if I were to write select category from the courses. So guys, as you can look, for data science we have three. Okay, this is I'll show you the distinct one. We have data science, programming, data science, AI, ML, web dev, and programming. So programming is in uppercase, lowercase. Data science is also in upper, lowercase. AI, ML is also in upper and lowercase, right? So we need to handle that. So when lower of category is programming, it contains let's say program. So overall, I'm writing programming. Likewise, when lower of category contains data science, data. So I'm changing it to data science. when lower of category is like AI, so I'm changing it to AIML, and when lower of category is like web dev, so I'm writing web development. So this handles all the replacements, right? So over here I've handled the replacements. Next, end as category, else other. If this is none of them, then I can write other and end as category. So this is the another change that I've applied over here. Next, so course ID we have dealt, title we have dealt, category we have dealt. For the instructor ID, I'm writing it as it is. For the published date, no changes have been detected because we checked it in the beginning. No transformation is required over here. But when it comes to the duration in hours, let's observe the change. So when duration in hours, let's say contains HR, right? HRS. So over here, I'm writing HRS. Then I'm using the substring index function to extract everything present before the space. So before space, what was present? Before space 2 was present, right? So let's say first I'm extracting it and I'm converting it to decimal up to 2 decimal places, and then I'm casting it. So I'm casting it as decimal, and then I'm rounding it off up to 2 decimal places. So this would become 2:00. All right, now when it is in minutes, so again I need to use the substring index. So I'm using the cast substring index duration to extract the 120 part. So I'm splitting it based on space, and then I'm extracting the first part that would return 120. So again I'm casting it to decimal 5,2 and dividing it by 60 because I want to represent it in hours. So this would be in hours. And then in case the format is like this, as in where we have this 0200, so this is essentially in hours. So then round, I'm rounding it off up to time 2 seconds. So this is, then next I'm converting string to date duration in hours. Over here I'm writing percentage h percentage I. So this is hours and minutes. All right, so first of all I'm converting it to seconds, then dividing it by 3600 to convert it into hours, and the result obtained, I'm converting it, I'm rounding it off up to 2 decimal places. So this handles all the different type of let's say date time present over here. And once this is obtained, this was the last column. So next, else null. If it does not matches any of these formats, then I'm setting this to null, and as duration hours, and then from the courses table. So let me run this. So this is how I'll be transforming the course table, right? So let's run this, and yes, now we can proceed with the clean courses. So I'll show you the original table. So this is select star from courses. So guys, this is the original table. This is how the original table looks. And when I display select star from clean courses, so now just observe, this is much better, right? This is a much better variant of the courses table where it is clean. So categories, data science, then we have programming, then AIML, and then web development, and then data science, programming, AIML, right? The instructor ID, the published date, and the duration in hours, everything rounded off up to 2 decimal places. All right, so we do have null values, yes, but we are not cleaning the entire rows containing the null value because now I'm getting 30 rows. So guys, this is how, let's say, we have dealt with cleaning of the courses table. So this is the first table that we have cleansed. The next table is instructors. So let's have a look at the instructors table. So okay, let me identify the problems that we faced in the instructors table. So moving forward to the instructors table. So yes, this is the instructors table, and these are the problems faced. These were the problems identified. So over here I'm writing select star from instructors. Observe this, I do have the instructor name, then the name is in uppercase, lowercase, it may have some extra spaces in between. So I want to, let's say, capitalize the name, as in only the first alphabet of the first name should be in uppercase and the rest should be in lowercase. Then expertise, so ML, statistics, React, and see, React is in uppercase, lowercase. So there are two categories, so we have to handle that as well. Then email, will check the email validation, maybe utilizing the regex, then the joined on, joining date, and the profile rating, right? So profile rating contains something like this, and maybe even strings. So these things have to be handled, right? We have to handle these things. Let's see how do we let's say handle this kind of a data. So name requires upper lowercase standardization. The expertise column, in the expertise column, replacement is required, and the email date format validation is also required. And for the profile rating is malformed, right? So let's create the view for replacement. So over here I'm having create or replace view, create or replace view, clean instructors as, then I'm writing select instructor ID, concat, I'm concatenating, see, as far as the name is concerned. So first of all I'm extracting the lower name, I'm trimming it to so as to remove extra space. Then I'm extracting the first character from the left and converting it to uppercase. This is how I capitalize the name. So I'm selecting the first alphabet of the entire name and capitalizing it. Next, I'm concatenating it with everything after the first character. So for that, I need to use the substring function. Then I'm trimming the name to lowercase and then 2. All right. So 2 would return everything starting from the index 2 and onwards as the name. So this is how, let's say, name I've dealt with. Then for the expertise, I've simply converted it to trim. I've simply applied the trim on the expertise column. Then we have then next, if you look at the emails. So if you look at the emails, see outlook.outlook/example.com, then yahoo.example.net. Okay, but for G it is Gmail, right? It should be Gmail. So these are the things that I've handled. So if you observe, I'm replacing Gmail with Gmail. I'm replacing Outlook comma, so couple of in Outlook comma with Outlook dot. All right, and any extra space I'm removing with space. So likewise, we can apply multiple replacements. So this is how I've let's say applied the transformation as email. So I've not used regex as of now. Then the next column that we have is joined on. So for joined on over here, now transformations have been done. Now when it comes to profile rating, right? So see, when the profile rating is either 5 stars or 5. So for example 5 over here, so I'm setting it to 5. When the profile rating is NA, so NA indicates null, and otherwise I'm casting the profile rating as decimal. Otherwise I'm casting the profile rating as decimal. So for the ID1, for ID1 the profile rating is like this. So this is some gibberish character, so this would get converted to 0, most likely 0. So for instructor 1 the profile rating would be 0. All right, end as profile rating. So else I'm converting everything to decimal and from the instructor. So this should clean up the instructors table, and over here I'm setting that the email is not null. So I'm checking that the email should not be null. So currently I'm having 22 records. Let's see after cleaning how many do we end up getting. So when we clean the instructors, so I'm getting 0 rows, right? So now if I apply the instructors table, this was the original table, and this is what we have. So we are getting 22 rows, right? We are getting 22 rows of data. So as far as these 22 rows of data are concerned, so let's observe. This is the instructor ID. Just observe the name. The first alphabet is in uppercase, right? So this is what how we have handled this part. How we have handled the clean instructors part, the name part. The expertise I've simply set to trim. So we have okay. Even for expertise, we have to provide the case, right? For expertise, we have to provide the case when okay, case when the expertise in React or React. All right, if this is the case, then what should I populate it with? I should populate it with React. Okay, let's check what do we have as far as the expertise is concerned. Distinct expertise from the instructor. So we have ML statistics, React, okay, Python data analysis. So we have to apply the trimming part as well, right? We have to apply the trimming part. So we have React. So trimming is required. Anyway, trimming is required. So same goes for the statistics, right? Okay, so instead of let's say when lower of expertise like React, all right, when the lower of expertise is like React, so then the overall output should be React. And likewise, when the lower of expertise is statistics, all right, so over here I'm writing statistics, then over here I'll be passing statistics. All right, so the statistics part is handled, and ML statistics React. So statistics and React are handled. Now the same goes for data analytics or analysis. So I'll just be writing data, and over here I'll be writing data analysis, because when this is converted to lower, all right, this is what we obtain. So maybe I can write the trim as well. So even this is dealt with, so the extra spaces have been removed, right? So statistics, data analysis, and React has been handled. Next, okay, Java. The same goes for Java. For Java, over here I can write Java. Else maybe I can write, else I'll be simply writing expertise. All right, maybe trim of expertise. That's it. And this is end as expertise. So Java, Python. For Python, we have no issues. Data analytics, statistics, and Java have handled, and ML is separate, right? ML is separate. So statistics, data analysis, and Java have handled. Yes, so this should work now. Let's see. So let me rerun. I'm simply rerunning the clean instructors, and then now if I run this, so as you can see, okay, this was not executed. Unknown column, expertise in the field. So okay, expertise, there's a spelling mistake. Let me rerun this. And it has been executed. Let's select the clean instructor. So guys, now if you look, so I'm getting ML, statistics, React, and data analysis, Java, React, data analysis, Java, data analysis. There is no space, no extra space, and everything is working as fine, right? So this is what we have. So either we can convert everything to lowercase as well, even that is an option. Okay, so for Python also the same thing is required. Even for Python the same thing is required. So maybe over here I can write Python, right? And over here I can simply mention Python. So that's it. The last changes that we have applied to this table. So, and this is done. And now if I check clean instructors, so this is what we have. All right. So for Python, even Python is converted to lowercase. So that's it. This is done. And after the expertise, so next time in the email I've used Gmail and Gmail. Means I'm converting Gmail to Gmail, Outlook, comma to Outlook dot, and let's say empty space with single empty space with no empty space, right? And as far as the profile is concerned, as far as the profile rating is concerned, what all transformations I've done, I'll show you. So when the profile rating is in, if it is 5 stars or 5, then I'm setting it as 5. If the profile rating is NA, so over here we do have some NA, so I'm setting it to null. Otherwise I'm casting the profile as decimal, right? I'm casting the profile as decimal, so this is what the profile rating would look like. And end as profile rating from instructors where email is not null. So once I've executed this, next if I check clean instructors, even the profile rating is handled. For instructor 1, as you can see, I'm getting 0. There was some gibberish value, and wherever there was 5 FIVE, I'm getting 5, right? 5 as numeric or the decimal value. So we have handled the clean instructors part. Next we have the course content part. So in the course content, what all problems we have identified, I'll show you. In the course content, right? So we have the problems. Okay, we have the course content. Yes. So this is the course content, and these are the problems that we have identified. These are the common ones. Let's see what all problems that we'll be dealing with. So clean instructors part is done, and then next we have the course content. So these are the problems identified. So few course IDs have same module C4. All right. So meaningless title. So or gibberish title. So currently we won't be dealing with the gibberish part. All right. Then the duration is malformed and the content type requires upper lowercase standardization. So let's proceed with the changes. So over here I'm writing create or replace view clean course content as. Then I'm using the select query. So content ID, course ID, module name, and then as far as the title is concerned, over here I'm replacing any double space with single space as the title. No more changes. And then case, as far as the duration is concerned, when the duration is 50, then I'm setting it to 50. When the duration is like let's say uh, 2 digits colon 2 digits, so then I'm using time to string, time to seconds, string to date, duration in minutes, and then this is simply hours and minute format, right? So percentage h percentage I, and then I'm dividing it by 60. So this would simply be converted to minutes. Then duration in minutes, because the column is for minutes, so I'm dividing it by 60 only. So when the duration like HRS, so over here we have 0.75 HRS, then round cast substring index, I'm extracting the text present before the space. All right, so this is substring index duration in minutes, so space whatever was present before splitting at the first, after splitting at the first index. I'm converting it to decimal, so I've used the cast function, and decimal 4,2. 4,2 indicates total 4 characters of total 4 digits, two decimal 2 digits after the decimals, and I'm multiplying it with 60 because I need to convert hours into minutes. So next we have else cast duration in minutes unsigned, and then as far as the let's say the content type is concerned, over here I'm having let's say lower content type in video, so I'm converting lowercase video to uppercase video, lowercase pdf to uppercase pdf, lowercase quiz to uppercase quiz, else other, and end as the content type, right, from the course content. So this is how I'm transforming the clean course content. So let me run this. So now if I'll show you the clean course content, so guys, this is what we have. This looks much better. Now in the content type we only have pdf, video, and quiz, and maybe other. So these things, and the duration in minutes has been properly handled. So this part we have dealt with. Next we have the student feedback. So I'll only be mentioning the problems which we have resolved, right? Okay, so so these were the two issues. Means there were a couple of other issues, but as of now, let's say these are the things that we have resolved. We have worked with a couple of other changes as well. So as far as the instructor is concerned, so okay, yes, data format, let's say cleaning required. So these things we have transformed as far as the instructors is concerned. Now for the course content, these are the changes that we have made, right? So meaningless anyway we have not dealt with. Means these are the two things that we have handled. There are a couple of other things that we have handled as well. So this was all about the course content. The next table that we have is student feedback. So as far as the student feedback is concerned, these are the columns that we have. Let's see the transformations that are needed for the student feedback table. For the student feedback table, these are the problems identified. So guys, for the student feedback table, these are the problems identified. All right, now as far as these problems are concerned, first we have rating is malformed. Yes, the review text is meaningless. All right, so anyway we are not going to deal with the meaningless part. Then maybe we have the duplicate course id, student id. So again, duplicates we are not dealing over here. So let's see the transformations that we have carried about. So over here I'm using create or replace view, clean student feedback. Then over here I'm writing select feedback id, course id, the student id. No changes to these three columns, the first three. Then case when rating is in, let's say 5 stars or 5, then I'm setting it to 5. When rating is like 4.5 stars, then I'm setting it to 4.5. When the rating is 3 stars, then I'm setting it to 3. And when otherwise I'm casting the rating to decimal 2 digits. And as rating, then I'm trimming the review. All right, I've let's say trim the review so as to remove any extra space in the beginning or at the end, and then I'm simply passing the feedback date, right? So no much transformations. This was pretty much cleansed except for the rating. So I've executed this, and then I'll tell okay, so over here I'm checking when the rating is not null, right? And next over here, this is where we have the clean student feedback. So as we can see, the rating is all sorted now. All right, the rating is all sorted and we have 150 records. The last table that we have is the video analytics. So let's see the problems identified. So as far as this problems identified are concerned for the video analytics part, let's check what all issues have we noted down in the previous session. So जो video analytics के problems हैं वो ये हैं. ऑलराइट, सो यहाँ पे हमने रिव्यू को ट्रिम किया था. Yes, for the video analytics, these are the problems identified. So the watch duration, see, watch duration, total duration, completion percentage needs to be reformed, and duplicate student IDs. Anyway, we are not dealing with the duplicates. So over here, I'm writing create or replace clean video analytics as select. Okay, I'll show you the what we have in the table. So we have the content ID, the student ID, the watch duration, the total duration, completion percentage, and the last watched. So in columns के base पे we have to apply couple of transformations. So clearly we can see watch duration hours है, minutes है, and even string है. So and total duration follows the same pattern, and completion percentage में भी we have string and numeric, and the data contains the percentage as well. So definitely these three columns needs transformation. So let's apply the corresponding transformations. Over here I'm writing create or replace view clean video analytics as select content ID, student ID, no changes. I'm applying to the content ID and the student ID, and then case when the watch duration like let's say percentage colon percentage, then I'm using the time to seconds, then I'm using the string to date to convert the watch duration into percentage h percentage I format, because I want the watch duration in minutes, so I'm dividing it by 60. So this was the first format, and when watch duration contains let's say HRS, then I'm rounding it off up, then I'm casting it to substring index, extracting the first part of the string after the split based on space. So that is where I've used the substring index as decimal 4 comma 2, and then I'm multiplying it with 60. So when I'm multiplying it with 60, what would I obtain? So this would simply be let's say duration in minutes. Then the watch duration, if it 25 is written, so I'm simply writing 25, else I'm casting it to unsigned integer and as the watch duration minutes, right? So this is what we have, and next we have this. So when the total duration, like let's say the same transformations even over here, percentage percentage, then time to seconds, time to seconds, string to date, total duration, percentage h percentage I, and then I'm dividing it by 60, right? And so when the total duration is 30, then 30, else cast total duration as unsigned and as total duration minutes, and then case. So this is for the completion percentage. So for completion percentage, if it contains 100 or 100%, then 100. If the percentage like percentage, then cast replace completion percentage. Means I'm simply trying to remove the percentage, right? So I'm simply removing the extra percentage over here as unsigned. So as unsigned means I'm transforming it to in integer. So if the completion percentage contains 85, see even 85 is present, then I'll be writing 85 cast completion percentage as unsigned. So else I'm converting everything into integer and as completion percentage, and then last watched as it is from the video analytics where completion percentage is not null. So let's see what is the result obtained. So guys, I've applied these transformations and I'll show you the result. So this is the result for clean video analytics. All right, so guys, this is what we have as the clean video analytics, and this is our data, right? This is our final data, and all the records have been cleansed now. So this is what we have. So next we can store these, means we need to export these data into Excel/CSV so that we can work on the, let's say, Power Query. So starting from the course, the tables that we have are clean courses. So let's display them and I'll export them as well. So just click over here and I'll be writing. So over here I'll be writing clean courses. All right, so currently I'm saving them as CSV. All right, so this is clean courses. Okay, I think I chose the course table. Let me rerun this. This is clean courses, right? Select star from clean courses. This is what we have. So I'll save it again. So this is from the clean courses, export, and I'll call it clean courses, right? So yes, I want to replace this. Clean courses is done. Then we have the clean instructors. So this is what we have, the clean instructors. Let's export this. I'll call this clean instructors, and again I'm saving it as the CSV file. So even this is done. Next we have clean course content. So this is where we have the clean course content. Export it to let's say clean course content, right? So this is clean course content, and then I'm saving it. So even this is done. So after the clean course content, next we have the student feedback. So for the student feedback, over here I'll be writing select star from the clean student feedback. So as far as the clean student feedback is concerned, let me export this to clean. We do have the student and then we do have the feedback, right? So even this is saved, and the last one is clean video analytics. So I'll save this as well. So again, I'll be, first of all, I'll be executing this, and let's save this. So this is clean video analytics. This is analytics. All right, so all the tables have been cleansed now. Yes, and the data has been exported to the Excel or the CSV files. So guys, that brings us to the end of this session. Let's switch to the PPT. So guys, in this session, we have discussed and implemented how to write queries slash views to clean the query project dataset. We have also exported the cleansed data to Excel slash CSV workbooks for further analysis and processing. So in the next session, we'll be writing the, let's say, or we'll be identifying and writing all the major KPIs and let's say the problem statements that can be solved on this data set. Uh, Thank you.